Hey everyone, welcome back to the Money Game, the channel where we help you generate extra income, save smarter, and build real, lasting wealth, no matter your age, your city, or how much or how little you have in the bank right now. If I had to pick one single thing that truly changed the game for me financially and finally let me break free from the exhausting paycheck to paycheck cycle, it would be every small job, side project, mini business, and experiment I ran from when I was a little kid all the way until today. Those side hustles gave me extra cash flowing on top of whatever main job I had at the time, and that extra cash became the rocket fuel that let me save faster, invest with real power, take calculated risks, and accelerate toward genuine financial freedom way quicker than would have been possible if I depended only on a fixed 9 to 5 salary. The massive advantage of side hustles is flexibility. You can test ideas, fail fast and cheap, learn brutal but valuable lessons, pivot when something isn't working, and scale what does, all without ever putting your main stability or family security at serious risk. But here's the problem most people face. Choosing the right side hustle for your current life stage can feel completely overwhelming. There are so many paths out there, selling on Mercado Libre, giving private classes, editing videos for creators, running paid ads for small businesses, flipping small properties, creating digital products, building content channels, that it's easy to freeze up, overthink every option, compare yourself to others online, and end up doing nothing at all. That's exactly why today I'm making this as practical, clear, and actionable as possible. I'm going to walk you through some of my favorite proven, realistic ways to generate extra income depending on the exact life stage you're in right now, plus concrete financial goals you can aim for in each phase to track real progress, stay motivated, and actually see yourself leveling up like in a game. If you watch this entire video to the very end, you'll walk away with total clarity and a personalized game plan. Which side hustle makes the most sense to start today based on your current age and situation? How to evolve, upgrade, and professionalize it as you grow older, more skilled, and more confident. When and how to recognize when it's time to pivot or replace it because it's no longer growing or serving you. How to squeeze the absolute maximum value income and learning from it, from age 13 all the way to 30 and beyond. Think of your financial journey like a video game or evolving a Pokemon. You begin small with basic abilities, low power, and almost no resources. But every level you gain new skills, stronger tools, better stats, more connections, and higher value. Eventually, you reach the boss level where your money works for you 24/7, and you no longer have to grind so hard just to survive. Ready to level up and start playing this game intelligently in 2026? Then get comfortable, grab your phone or a notebook to take notes if you can. And to help YouTube recommend this to more people in Mexico and Latin America who are searching for real, practical ways to improve their finances, hit that like button right now. That one click helps the algorithm push this to exactly the people who need it most. Let's go all in. Level 1. Ages 13 to 16, total experimentation and fearless testing phase. My realistic goal at that age was to generate between $50 and $150 a month, roughly 1,000 to 3,000 pesos monthly, adjusted to 2026 values. This is just a benchmark. If you're already hitting more than that right now, you're building a massive head start compared to where most people, including me, were at 13 to 16. As a teenager, you usually have zero capital, zero formal work experience, very limited legal options, and parents who probably aren't going to hand you startup money. So the focus has to be on side hustles that cost almost nothing or literally nothing to start and let you learn lightning fast through real-world trial, error, and immediate feedback. I saw this phase as the perfect safe playground to experiment without fear of big consequences. Try everything that sounded interesting, discover what I genuinely loved doing and what drained me, figure out what came naturally, what I was surprisingly good at, and make mistakes that didn't hurt much financially. Because the one resource I had an unlimited supply was free time after school, on weekends, during vacations, and even some evenings. My strongest early recommendation is a basic, no investment needed service business that solves an immediate local problem. When I was 14, I started washing cars in the neighborhood. I charged 40 pesos for a regular car and 20 pesos extra if it was a second one for the same client. Families often had 2 cars. It was perfect because my only costs were a sponge, a bucket, soap, elbow grease, and willingness to work under the hot sun. Demand was constant. Neighbors always wanted their cars clean for weekend outings or family visits without paying expensive car washes or wasting their Saturday doing it themselves. In 2026, you can level this up dramatically and make it far more profitable with minimal investment. Buy an affordable pressure washer. They're available at Home Depot, Coppel, Walmart, or Mercado Libre from 2,500 to 5,000 pesos. And offer to clean driveways, patios, motorcycles, fences, exterior walls, or even rooftops. If you charge 800 to 1,500 pesos for a large driveway or patio, just 3 or 4 jobs, and you recovered your machine, everything after that is almost pure profit. Picture this scene. You wake up Saturday morning in a middle-class neighborhood, post flyers or WhatsApp status the night before, do 4 jobs back-to-back on Saturday and Sunday, and walk away with 5,000 to 10,000 pesos net in one weekend. That's more than many full-time adults earn working 48 hours a week, and you're still in high school. A real story I heard recently from a city like Zacatecas or Aguascalientes. A 15-year-old kid started selling candy, snacks, energy drinks, and imported chocolates his dad brought home for free from work. Instead of eating them himself, he sold them at school for 10 to 15 pesos each during breaks. He scaled to 6,000 to 12,000 pesos weekly until the school eventually stopped him due to internal rules. The lesson? Where there's constant demand, hungry classmates, teachers, parents picking up kids, there's always money. In any middle school, high school, or neighborhood, there's endless demand for snacks, energy drinks, portable chargers, cheap earbuds, phone cases, imported gummies, chocolates, or even small toys and stickers. If your school allows it, start small from your backpack or locker. If it grows fast, recruit 2 to 3 friends to sell on commission. Give them 2 or 3 pesos per item they place. That teaches you delegation, real profit math, inventory tracking, basic pricing, and mini team leadership, all while you're still a kid. It's brutal, practical, completely free entrepreneurship school that most adults never get. Another awesome weekend idea. Refereeing youth soccer, basketball, or volleyball games in local leagues or tournaments. You get paid to stay active, make quick decisions under pressure, learn conflict resolution, parents can get intense, and meet tons of people, parents, coaches, players, league organizers. In Mexico, you can start at 14 to 15 once you get certified. Many local associations offer cheap or free courses, and earn 300 to 600 pesos per game, depending on a league or association. Not bad at all for that age, and it builds leadership, focus, fairness, stress handling, and people skills that will serve you for life in any future job or business. Level 2, ages 16 to 18, focus, skill improvement, and first real money phase. By this stage, I had a clearer picture of what I enjoyed doing, what drained my energy, and what I was surprisingly good at. I used those years to ruthlessly focus on improving the skills I liked and stop wasting time on things I couldn't stand. My realistic goal was to generate between $250 and $400 a month, roughly 5,000 to 8,000 pesos in current values. One of the easiest and most profitable options at this age is private tutoring or skill-based teaching. In Mexico, it pays 300 to 600 pesos per hour, depending on the subject/skill, city, and your reputation. But if you're not the top student in class, like I wasn't, don't limit yourself to math, chemistry, or English. Everyone has some skill others want to learn, and the market is huge. I gave classes on how to fly remote control helicopters and airplanes. It was a rare niche, but there were kids and even some adults who wanted to learn without crashing their expensive 1,000 peso toys. I charged 400 to 500 pesos per hour and offered an extra service. I'd take the model home to tune it, balance it, change worn parts, upgrade motors or batteries, and return it flying perfectly. That increased perceived value and my income per client by 30 to 50%. Important tip to maximize earnings. Always look for upsell opportunities to increase value per hour. Sell digital notes or setup guides in PDF format. Create a paid WhatsApp or Telegram group for unlimited doubts and troubleshooting. Offer 5 or 10 class packages with discount, or sell related accessories, propellers, batteries, controllers, lubricants, tools. Your income is limited by your available time, so maximize the value of every hour you dedicate to each student. Another idea I wish I'd explored more deeply at that age: dropshipping. If you like computers, social media, learning fast, and aren't afraid of trial and error, It's an incredible school. You advertise someone else's products, send them to a store on Shopify, Tiendanube, or Mercado Libre. The customer pays, and the supplier ships direct without you touching anything. Some people say dropshipping is bad. It adds no value. It's pure competition. That's not entirely true. It may not make you a millionaire overnight. The market is very competitive and initial margins are low, but it teaches gold skills with minimal risk. Product research with free tools like Google Trends and Facebook Audience Insights, running targeted Facebook/Instagram ads, writing copy that sells emotional benefits, fast customer service to avoid refunds, add budget optimization for positive ROAS, return on ad spend. In 2026 in Mexico, it works great with niches like phone accessories, home organization items, sports supplements, eco-friendly products, gaming gadgets, or pet supplies. Think of dropshipping as a hard video game on expert mode. At first you lose lives, money on ads that don't convert, products that flop, but every attempt teaches mechanics worth way more than the early profits. Many traditional Mexican businesses are losing customers because owners don't know how to use social media, create ads, or sell online. Young people who master those skills are scaling other people's businesses or creating their own and leaving the competition behind. If dropshipping doesn't appeal, but you want to learn digital marketing and content creation, start a YouTube or TikTok channel. It's competitive, yes, but it forces you to level up fast in filming, editing, storytelling, lighting, thumbnails, titles, and promotion. You only need a decent phone, internet, and willingness to learn. All basic knowledge is free on YouTube itself. Many small finance, entrepreneurship, or skill teaching channels that started like this today generate thousands of pesos monthly in ads, sponsorships, and affiliate links. Level 3. Ages 18 to 29, maximization, leverage, and big acceleration phase. Here my goal was to generate between $800 and $1,200 a month, approximately 16,000 to 25,000 pesos. The focus shifted dramatically. No longer just chasing more money, but maximizing the skills I'd already built, working my zone of genius, what came naturally and I genuinely enjoyed, and using leverage systems, other people's money/time, technology, to multiply results. At 18, you can start investing that extra money long-term, instead of spending it on things that disappear fast. Realistic example. If you manage to save and invest 5,000 pesos a month in an index fund tracking the S&P 500 historical average 7 to 10% annual return via GBM, Cuspid, or Activer, by age 65 you could have between 15 and 25 million pesos, inflation adjusted. That's just a fraction of your extra income, so it doesn't affect your daily lifestyle and gives you massive future peace of mind and security. The secret of this stage is analyzing the skills you developed in previous levels and raising their price significantly. If you did dropshipping as a teen, evolve to selling your own branded products or running paid ad campaigns for other businesses. You can charge 5,000 to 20,000 pesos a month helping Mexican SMEs sell more on social media. Basically, they pay you because you generate real sales for them. Tip for landing first clients. Offer work free or very low cost for 2 to 4 weeks. Show concrete results, more sales, leads, engagement, revenue, and then move to paid. If they say no, use that success case for the next client. Look what I achieved for this taqueria, this clothing store, or this beauty salon. I can do the same for you. You can do it all from home in your spare time or weekends. If you already had a YouTube or TikTok channel, evolve to more specialized freelance services. Graphic design, professional video editing, product photography for e-commerce, or full social media management. Someone I know started giving classes and his side hustle became wedding and social event photography. Today he's booked every weekend of the year and charges high prices because he has a solid portfolio, great reviews, and word-of-mouth referrals. I went from tuning remote control models to building them from scratch with imported parts. I became the only reliable option in my area for clients who wanted premium quality and didn't have time or skill to do it themselves. That's how I met a mentor with several luxury cars. I learned more from his advice on business, discipline, mindset, and scaling than what I charged for each model I built for him. Those connections are worth gold, and they're built when you give value first. With the extra money you generate in this stage, consider a powerful accelerator strategy: house hacking. Save for a down payment on a duplex, house with 2 apartments, or apartment with an extra room. live in one part and rent the other. The tenant pays most or all of your mortgage. Eventually, you own a free asset plus monthly passive income. In cities like CDMX, Guadalajara, Monterrey, or Querétaro, there are plenty of opportunities in emerging neighborhoods, near universities or industrial parks. Level 4, 30 years and beyond boss level, true freedom and legacy phase. In this stage, my goal was to generate between $1,500 and $3,000 a month or more, 30,000 to 60,000 pesos or higher. But over time, I far exceeded that. The focus changed radically. No longer just chasing more money, but more free time, more peace, more experiences, and more ability to give back. I value being with family, traveling without stress, resting without worrying about bills, or pursuing passions more than working 60 hours a week. That's why I started shifting my side hustles toward more passive and scalable sources. I invested in rental properties. My first house needed a lot of work. Paint, plumbing, floors, kitchen, waterproofing, electrical fixes. I did most of it myself using YouTube tutorials and hired help only for the heaviest parts. In 6 weeks, it was rented and generating positive monthly cash flow. Today, it still pays me passively, and the mortgage is almost paid off. Every time I see the rent deposit hit my account automatically, I remember the nights I spent sanding walls and painting at 2 a.m. It was worth it. At 30 and beyond, you have valuable knowledge. Many people are willing to pay good money to learn. Use it for online coaching, one-to-many, not one-to-one. Teach carpentry, fitness, cooking, languages, digital marketing, sales, or personal finance. Create recorded courses on Hotmart, Udemy, or your own platform and sell them over and over. Or open a channel that gives free value and monetizes with ads, affiliate sponsorships, and premium content. By going through all these levels, you'll have an impressive arsenal, advanced, well-paid skills, properties generating constant rent, digital products selling themselves, content earning while you sleep, and an investment portfolio growing quietly in the background. You reach the inflection point where your passive and extra income surpasses your main job. Your money works for you 24 hours a day, not you for money. That's exactly what people who achieve financial freedom have done for decades. The final message is simple but powerful. It doesn't matter your current age. Start where you are, evolve with discipline. Make mistakes quickly and learn from them. Stay consistent even when it feels slow. Wealth isn't built overnight, but it is built with steady, smart action. If this video motivated you to take the next step, and you want more practical guides to generate extra income and financial freedom in Mexico and Latin America, subscribe now to The Money Game and turn on the bell so you don't miss any new video. Hit like if it helped you and you want YouTube to recommend it to more people who need it. Share this video with a friend, your brother, your son, your nephew, or anyone looking to improve their financial situation in 2026. One share could be the push someone needs to start changing their life. What age are you right now, and which side hustle are you going to start or pivot? Tell me in the comments. I read and reply to most of them. See you in the next video.